day to you sports fans, and welcome back to the new season of the only CalTV show that can win on the road. I'm Dan Fiedler.
And I'm Shira Chung.
And today we're going back.
And forth.
The first topic of the day is football. It was quite a bear market for the California football team as they traveled up to Eugene and were drubbed 42-3 by the Oregon Ducks. It was the worst loss of Jeff Tedford's career at Cal, and it dropped them in the rankings from number 6 all the way down to 24. They don't have a whole lot of time to sulk because number 7 USC comes knocking on the doorstep this Saturday in Berkeley. So Shira, what went wrong against Oregon, and how can they right the ship and sort of avoid a 2007-like collapse?
Well, Dan, basically every aspect of the game went wrong for Cal. The rushing was minimal at best, only 77 yards when typically Cal was performing at least 250 per game.
Right.
And the passing game was also equally as bad. Kevin Riley only completed 12 of his passes for 123 yards, and this lack of offense really isn't going to garner points.
Exactly. I think it really boils down to a bit of motivation. We knew that Oregon had a lot to prove coming into this game after their debacle at Boise State. They wanted to reestablish themselves as legitimate Pac-10 title contenders, and I think they did that, whereas Cal sort of woke up on the wrong side of the bed. They might have been looking forward to USC a little bit, and that's what helped them come out flat, and I think that they just quit towards the end of the game because there's way more talent on this team than deserves a 42-3 ranking result is what I mean to say. And so I'm really looking for them to be angry against USC and come out with a little bit of fire.
Yeah, they need to definitely shake off their frustrations of their loss and just come on with a new mentality. It looks to remain a promising season for at least one other Cal team this weekend. The women's volleyball team defeated number 10 Stanford in an epic 5-setter at the 69th annual Big Spike here in Berkeley. Dan, how big of a win was this for Cal, and do you think that anything else stands in their way?
Well, Shira, I think it is a really big win, but it's not the largest of wins in the whole world because it's only one game at the end of the day. Just like for football, losing at Oregon is just one game. It doesn't kill their season or anything. This does not make the season for the Bears volleyball. There are some really good teams in the Pac-10. We know that the Bears are good. They've beaten Hawaii at Hawaii, and now this game against Stanford, they showed remarkable resolve in it. But having to play, for instance, down at USC, which is something they're going to do this weekend, USC spoiled their party and upset them last season. So I think that there's too many difficult teams for them to play in the future for us to be crowning them now.
I agree, Dan. The Pac-10 is a competitive conference.
Right.
6 teams in the Pac-10 are nationally ranked,
That's right.
including number 3 Washington.
So yeah, Washington's 12-0, so they're going to have to get by them. So a lot of time left. We now shift to men's water polo. The California Golden Bears are 8-2 on the season after defeating number 16 Pacific last week and have garnered a number 4 national ranking. They'll square off against the number 3 USC Trojans this Saturday, who only have 1 loss on their season. So Shira, how impressed have you been with the California Golden Bears so far, and what's your prediction for them against USC on Saturday?
Okay, well, Dan, I'm very impressed with their performance thus far. I feel that they are motivated due to their lack of a consecutive 3rd title last year, in which USC did win the national title.
Right.
So I feel that going into this game with USC, they have a good chance. They did lose to them previously, but it was a very close game.
Yeah, that's true. And that game was part of the NorCal Invitational, which happened at Stanford. This is going to be a home game. They're going to play them at Speaker Plaza, and I think that momentum, coupled with the motivation that you mentioned, is going to push them over the edge, and I foresee a win in Cal's future here.
I agree.
Alrighty, well that's all the time we have for today. For Shira Chung, I'm Dan Fiedler. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.